Right, it's 7:10, Cannabis Patient Awareness Day. We're over here at Mad Hatter Studios, Mad Hatter Dispensary. I guess this is the PR studio, Hatter Dispensary. I don't know what we're going to call it. I guess it is. We used to be the bunker. Grab that mic. Is it long enough? Can you reach? Okay. There we go. What's going on, Rob?
Nothing. What's going on?
You've been a busy man.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Wow. What I've seen, the transformation of this place in the past 2 months, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Well, took a lot of work, but it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
And I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
You saw me on the floor with a floor saw.
I saw you cutting a French drain. I saw you installing the louver, the metal louver out there. I got pictures of all this. I can't wait to see the before and after.
And if you're going to be in this business, you're going to get dirty. You know, you got to be prepared for everything.
A little bit.
So
let's see. We set up here. Yes. So we're going to call Nebraska. We're going to find out what's going on in Nebraska. You ever been to Nebraska?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I can't remember why.
If you have weed in Nebraska, you're going to prison. Same thing with Texas.
I've been to Texas.
Yeah, they throw you right in jail for that stuff.
I was in Texas, and it was a double wide bar with a dirt floor and a bullseye on the wall. And the center of the bullseye was where you threw your beer bottle. Every single person in that bar had a gold Rolex on. All roughnecks.
Wow.
All roughnecks. All oil field guys.
Wow. Hardcore, man. What was the bullseye? Was a little thing that made the beer smash, or
it went right out the fucking wall.
It went out the wall.
It went out.
There's a hole
into a dumpster.
It was a hole.
Oh, I can tell you that.
Oh man, you the stories you have, the stories you're gonna have in this place. You were told you can't sell edibles here.
No, that's not
okay.
true.
What's the story with the edible? You can't sell edibles unless.
Okay, you cannot sell anything that is considered human consumption, from my understanding.
Okay.
That does not contain THC. So we can't sell soda. We can't sell candy bars. We can't sell anything, which is, I mean, in our position, we happen to have a food license, but you know, everything has to come with time. And at this point in time, I'd rather have a candy bar here from a artisan chocolate house in New Jersey than have a Hershey's bar from Pennsylvania, and which now has recreational marijuana.
Yes.
As of January 1st.
So you can't sell edible underwear.
No. It doesn't have THC.
So if you put THC on the edible underwear, you could sell it.
Yep. I think it's a fair and reasonable rule. It's a very fair and reasonable.
Just marinating right now.
Yes, because your thought process goes to a liquor store or it goes to a convenience store that can sell beer and this, that, and the other. I don't want to be that way. I'm not 7-Eleven. I'm not Walmart. We're Mad Hatter. We look at places and we're not, we never came here to tell anybody what they wanted. Our intention was for people to tell us what they wanted. And that's what we did.
People want a lot, and you are given a lot. So
I'm
you have lots of options here too.
I'm
Many options.
I'm trying to support all the independent growers, the micros. I'm trying to support the processing. I mean, Lefty, when do I sleep?
When do you sleep? I don't know.
I don't know either. But I try my best.
Let me just check my schedule here.
What, you got a colonoscopy?
Well, Texas was supposed to call in, but I guess we'll call Bill from Nebraska. We're a couple minutes late, but that's okay. We're running late, but hey, we're on stoner time. Bill. Okay, let's call Bill.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Bill. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful summer day here in the great state of Nebraska.
Are you on speakerphone?
I'm not.
Okay. Just making sure I can hear you. Well, you're out in Nebraska where you can't get no weed there in Nebraska. You can't do
Oh yeah, we got plenty of weed. It's just a black market.
Do you think that's going to change? Like, how are the patients doing out there? Is that going to change anytime soon?
It was medical. Mothers for medical marijuana. They turned in petitions, and signatures, but they have two initiatives that aren't written real good, and so we'll see if they get thrown out or challenged. But I'm still getting back feed from you.
I'm going to fix that right now. Sorry. Take care of that. I have a button that fixes all those. Oh, no, I don't.
You don't have a button? Oh, no.
I hit the button. The button has been hit. You shouldn't have any background. Okay, well, let me try lowering this a little bit there. All
Technology. Right. Oh, there. Well, no.
Any better?
Still there. It's delayed. But are you hearing it too?
No.
Okay, then I'll deal with it. So here in Nebraska, we have a real issue, and it's just like all around the country, is that these hemp stores, and I'm sorry if there's people out there that own these hemp stores, but selling this synthetic weed, they are claiming that it's medicine, and they don't want recreational weed, and so they're keeping that movement from proceeding. And I'm experiencing that specifically here in Nebraska, because these hemp companies, well, not hemp companies, these smoke shops that sell synthetic cannabis, they control my hippie culture, selling posters, black lights, smoke accessories, and they don't want legalization. I'm a organic farmer, herbalist, and I've got over 50 years of practical real life cannabis experience. And I've grown the best weed in the world, folks, here in Nebraska. And did you hear that one?
Yeah.
I still am.
You know, I'm still here. I'm
But-
like, we could probably use you in Jersey. You could probably help us out here in New Jersey, or at least help me.
Yeah. I think everybody at this point in the movement should get seeds and clones and grow their own plants. We need to do that against the corporate takeover movement. And it's our right as citizens of this great country. So I don't know how other states are going, but I know we're progressing.
I agree 100%.
Now some senators have put together an amendment to stop the rescheduling, which will benefit us some, but not to a great deal. So you're in New Jersey, you were getting ready to open a dispensary.
I'm here at the new Mad Hatter dispensary. That's not opened up yet, but I'm here with the owner, Rob, and we're getting ready. The co-owner, Rob, and Rob's a very busy man.
Uh-huh. Did you post up that photo of me that I sent you?
The one with the picture of Nebraska at the State House?
Oh, I just sent you a text.
Yes, I saw that. I just got here. Let me take a look at that.
Okay.
Let me put that up. Yeah, that's a great picture.
Those are some little clones
Little.
that I got from my friends at ResBud up on the Pine Ridge Reservation. I do a clothing drive up there. But in April, I picked 3 of these clones up, little teeny, and those are 4 or 5 foot big bushes that I grew them into. And that Island Sweet Skunk seedlings, and then it's Candyland Peyote clones.
Wow.
And there's some, let's see, double strawberry diesel, blueberry gelato genetics in behind me that come up by themselves at my office in town with the Nebraska Hemp Company.
Can you grow me a strain that will make my ex-wife go away?
That's funny.
You get some indica that'll put you on the couch, and she'll say, "You're worthless, and we're getting out of here." That's one way.
That already happened.
What's up,
I just want
Lefty?
to make her a little bit more uglier.
I'm more
Uglier.
creative and energetic from cannabis.
What's up, guys? What's up, Lefty?
Hold on, Lance. Lance.
yeah,
I can't hear you.
Oh,
Lance, I'm sorry. Lance from Texas. Meet Bill from Nebraska.
Hey, buddy, how you?
buddy, this is Farmer Bill.
That's awesome. Sorry, I'm a little late there. I'm actually traveling.
No, I just got off.
Go ahead, Bill.
I just asked if he would survive the hurricane.
Well, you know what? We're up in the very top of the panhandle of Texas, and so I don't get any of that weather up here. My hometown of Houston, my hometown of Sugar Land got whacked, and the people that I know down there are going on day 3 without power, and 100 degrees. I think it's 100 degrees, 105 with 100% humidity. So yeah, they're having a really rotten summer right now.
Hang on for sure. I will say my buddy Frank from last year's broadcast, he's down in Port Mansfield, and he considered himself a cannabis refugee from Nebraska down to Texas because
Yeah,
of
To
the
Texas.
state of our.
we're in a very gray area here because of they're actually going to try to change the hemp law now to not include Delta 8s and the Delta 10s and all those stuff. They're wanting to actually change that hemp act that they did in the 2018 when they actually changed it for the farmers. They're wanting to change that now to get rid of Delta 8.
I'm working on doing that too because we need real cannabis.
Wait.
We need full spectrum. We need to unregulate it. We need full spectrum. We're obviously going to get sold up the river by the Democrats said they were going to reschedule us before the next election. And here we are right before the next election, and we're not going to be talking about rescheduling of cannabis.
Oh, it just got stalled with a congressional committee amendment to not allow funds to reschedule.
Right.
Just jump on.
You guys gotta understand a few things of the hemp business from my side of the table. Prior to getting into cannabis and during our cannabis venture, a lot of the CBD and hemp laws changed. There's, I think, currently 18 states that outlaw it. But the issue that a lot of people don't understand is that the very, very high hemp that is just under what they call hot hemp, okay, is used as an industrial solvent. It is used in aircrafts. It is used in helicopters. It's basically used in almost every moving machine. So from the yes.
I'm looking at synthetically derived cannabinoids.
This is, I'm trying to just make a point that, yes, listen, I own a dispensary. Okay. I didn't, win the lottery and say, oh shit, look, I got a dispensary. Okay.
No, you're a hardworking local business person.
We fought and we got what we deserved. But in that fight, okay, by nature, I'm a banker. Okay. And my decision to go into the hemp space was I don't like anything. I don't like anything that's being sold. I have a 19-year-old daughter. I have a 17-year-old son. Okay. And I plead with them not to buy that crap from any of those things and don't have their friends get involved. But the problem is this is a two-edged sword that cuts both ways. So if Texas, which I'm to understand, that is the right way to do it, get rid of what is causing the problem. And it's very simple. You guys look at a company like Good Guy Vapes. Okay. I do not have a need for Good Guy Vapes. I don't. Yet they're a national chain all over the country. Okay. That they're in a business, just like I'm in a business. And the thing is, they should look at what causes the problem and solve that problem. It's not the marijuana. It's all the other crap, okay, that is around. And I got to tell you, I've read cases where we'll take a company, New Jersey born and bred, Mars, okay? Mars, which owns the rights to Skittles, okay, does not want any part of the cannabis business. Yet they're getting ripped off every single day because they're selling Skittles with Delta 8, 9, and 10. And you know what the funniest thing is every single one of those packages is a $1,500 violation. Why don't the cops just walk in there, seize all of that stupid stuff, leaves the hemp alone, and the guy will be out of business in 3 months?
That's the situation. And I'd like with you is that I introduced the first hemp bill here in Nebraska in 2014, redid it in 2018, and put hemp displays of food products, hemp stocks, bio compost, building products, and everything, jars of bud for years in our state capital. So that type of the business, I'm all for. But the synthetic derived minute cannabinoids that these guys kept coming up with, it's not right. And they're standing in the way of ending the prohibition of the cannabis plant totally.
But listen, I totally agree with you. But here's a simple fact that maybe as a farmer, okay, if we really wanted to clean this country up, we really wanted to clean the air and the ground and everything else, okay, you dump hemp plants everywhere because hemp sucks up all of the bad nutrients in any
Heavy
soil.
metal,
Everything. It sucks it all up. That's why they used it over Chernobyl. But the bottom line is that fine. Why can my kid who at 2 years old can know a beer commercial, yet I can't put my business, I can't advertise unless I can prove that 80% of the viewers of that program are over the age of 21. Now, last time I checked, there wasn't a liquor company in the United States before there was a cannabis company in the United States. Those are called American Indians.
Sure. Yep. We're in a challenging time right now in this movement.
I respect where you're coming from, and I respect everything that you're doing, but I'll give you some advice.
Certainly.
Don't bring a pea shooter to a howitzer fight.
No, not at all.
Because
I
can tell you there are long-standing American companies in the liquor business that love Colorado that are in the cannabis business already.
No.
There is a bubblegum company that has a baseball field somewhere in the United States that's also in the cannabis business.
Yep. No, I keep track of everything all the time. So and I'm an old farmer.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Would you give me the definition and what is going to happen in this industry when the Safe Banking Act is passed?
When the Safe Banking Act, it will give multi-state operators more cash bleed. They're just going to go nuts, and I don't think it will help social equity program. It may help some states legalize more, but it'll just profit the bankers.
Let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Okay. The Safe Banking Act will allow all publicly traded companies to invest in cannabis, and it won't be classified. And they pose the Safe Banking Act as a way that I'm supposed to be able to save money as an operator. Guess what? Okay. I already know there's a bullseye on my back. I already know that I could be in this business for 3 years or 30 years. But you know what? I got to tell you, every liquor company is banging on the door. Every bank is banging on the door. Okay. And every single financial institution in the United States has a cannabis program in place already, ready to go the minute that they want to flip a switch.
You bet. Oh, the small craft grower is going to have a hard time.
Will get eaten.
The issue is they're looking at growing all their cannabis in Nevada,
Not
or
going to
Florida.
ever happen. Because even if we pass safe banking, gets decriminalized, gets federally everything, guess what? The states do not want to lose control. Okay.
No, the states will still have control.
No, they will not. A state like New Jersey will get pummeled by a state like Oklahoma, Michigan, Kansas, because cost of everything there is a fraction of the cost of what we pay here. But we are the garden state. And weed that is grown in New Jersey will stay in New Jersey. If you look at this from a much bigger perspective, okay, it's more beneficial to your state.
No, I'm sitting in the prime spot.
Yes, but it's more beneficial to your state because it forces your citizens to take control of what you are smoking.
You bet. But we sit in the middle of the country on the drug pipeline, Interstate 80. And we have all kinds of farmland with plenty of water right next to there in rural areas. And we can grow the heck out of cannabis.
Yeah, but why should you take that revenue from the state of New Jersey?
Multi-state operators.
No, they do
not. They want to get into one location and ship coast to coast.
Not going to happen.
Yeah,
it is not. It's not going to.
I don't want it to happen.
It's not going to happen because you will not see a governor like Phil Murphy let go of $300-400 million in taxes. Are you kidding me?
There will still be use for local grown cannabis.
No. But you don't get it. You see, we have bets that we put in place, and I don't call them bets anymore. When we started with this 4 years ago, they were bets, but we've spent close to, almost $100 million. Okay. And we were forerunners in other states, in other situations. Okay. Sure. I'm trying to create a dispensary here that is locally based, but that can be replicated on a basis that it's a name, it's an attitude. But you know what? If I had a place in your town in Nebraska, the first thing that I would do is go to Stoner Haven and I would say, guys, what do you want? Because you know what I built with my partners in Woodbridge isn't going to work in Nebraska.
That's why I'm staying in Nebraska.
Exactly.
I'm a local organic farmer and I want to grow legal local cannabis here in the state of Nebraska.
Well, I'm an Italian kid from New Jersey that wants to have infused cannolis, and I can't even get those. Okay.
And there I'm with you on that.
Let Texas come on and let him take over. Is he?
Lance is going to call back in. Dawson's on with us. Dawson Julia is on with us. Hi, Dawson. How are you, buddy?
Good. How are you? Thank you.
Good. Are you on speakerphone? If you're on speakerphone, just can you take us off the speakerphone so we can hear you better?
Yeah. Maybe I should download this app because that's what it's telling me to do. So I'll try download it and I'll see if that helps anything.
Okay. Oh, the StreamYard app. Oh, you have an iPhone?
Yeah, I got an iPhone.
Yeah. The StreamYard app is for you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
okay.
Not sure if I should do that or not. Sorry about that.
You know what does suck about this? I can't see who you're talking to, and it's annoying the shit out of me. I'm looking at
can see
fucking green wall.
Here, I'll give you a little peek.
No,
I can't really.
No, you can. No sharing. You didn't bring enough for the rest.
I didn't bring enough for the rest.
Get the fuck out.
This is why I need a monitor somewhere in here. I got one, but I didn't think that day. I should have tested
monitor.
I have a monitor.
thought you meant somebody else has to take care of us.
A chaperone.
Yeah, that would work out.
This place is going to be crazy.
Isn't that why I have kids?
You have kids to take care of you when you're 90.
Hey, wait, I'm only 52. Can't we get those headset things? We could do like Darth Vader shit.
Oh, you want the Darth Vader voice?
No, not the Darth Vader voice. Like the head with the thing.
Oh,
With the microphone.
yes.
Lefty, did Wexy call in yet?
No. Did you give him the new link? There's a new link. I sent you
the last one you sent me. Yeah,
the last one I sent you.
Yeah. Okay, I gave him that.
I have him at like 7.
Yeah, and he said he's open today, so
Good.
okay. But he would at least tell you how busy he is.
I see he's very busy. There's a lot going on in Missouri.
Yeah.
So this afternoon, we're calling a lot of states that have issues like Nebraska, Missouri, Texas. These are states that are tough on patients. If you're a cannabis patient in those states, you're having a rough time. My friend from Texas moved up here to become a bud tender, and he likes to use rosin. And if he used rosin in Texas, he'd be in prison. But up here, he can use rosin.
You guys gotta let every state give it a little time. What do you think? Rome was built in a day?
Almost.
You saw how fast we did this. But come on, give me a break. And these states are all trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's if you look at this from a mechanic standpoint, okay, look at the money flow. I mean, it's the towns that opted in early. New fire trucks, new cop cars, better sidewalks, better street lights. I have a street light, Lefty doesn't. They have all these benefits. And then what does the town next door say? What do we have this shit truck and our cop cars look like POSs? Okay. They're starting to kind of come around. But
sorry, can you see me?
Yes, I see you and I hear you. Hi, Dawson.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Hi.
Right on, brother. How you doing? What's going on up there in your state?
Oh, it's going. This weather's all screwed up, but it's going good other than the weather. Basically, so last time I talked about my story being the first cannabis store in Maine, open a caregiver store, and against the state's approval, and I talked all about it. And this time I'm going to talk about how I got rid of our biggest enemy in Augusta, which is the capital of Maine, which is where all the legislation goes down. So what happened? Yeah, what happened was I started advocating for cannabis back in 2012, 2013. And it was very clear that our biggest enemy was Big Pharma. Big Pharma lobbyists used to go against every cannabis bill there was. And our second biggest cannabis enemy was corporate cannabis. And we had to battle against them too. And here's how we got rid of our biggest enemy, Big Pharma. What happened was in 2017, I hired my own lobbyist, and I told them I wanted to sue the opioid manufacturers like Clinton did back for the tobacco companies. And so I wanted to get the Attorney General to sue the opioid manufacturers. And he loved the idea. So he said, it was funny because my idea was we'd make a bill, and if the bill passes, they becomes law that the Attorney General has to sue them. And he said, why are we going to make a bill? Why don't we just get an appointment with the Attorney General and we'll just tell her what we wanted to do, and if she likes the idea, she'll sue him. And so I thought that was a great idea. I was like, okay, great. At the time, Janet Mills was the Attorney General. Janet Mills is the governor of Maine now. So she got upgraded. But anyways, what happened was she left. A couple weeks later, my lobbyist called me back, and he had a sit down with her, and she loved the idea. and so what he said we need to do was get 7 letters from patients that were doctor prescribed opioids, and they got addicted, and they were low income. So that's what I did. I got 7 letters from patients, and it only took like a week. And so what happened was I was pretty smart about it, because I used to have this reporter that covered me all on everything, and her name was Vivian Lee, and so I always used to be getting on the news with the Vivian. And so I messaged Vivian, and I told her what I was doing. And I said I was going to the Attorney General's and dropping off the 7 letters, and if she wanted to cover it. And so she wanted to cover it. She loved the idea. And so that was my way of getting the message to big pharma that I was responsible for this crap. And so what happened was I got in the news, and they covered me dropping off the letters and stuff, and it took like 3 or 4 years, but they finally they settled the case, and there was what happened was Janet, at the time, I didn't know this. After I dropped off the letters, about a month later, there was a conference in Maryland or something, and I guess all 50 attorney generals from every state go to this conference, and Janet went there and intended to lawsuit with opioid manufacturers, and she talked to some other states, and she got 5 recruits to join her, and so it was a class action lawsuit, and it was like Colorado and Maryland and New York and a couple others, and so anyways, we sued the hell out of them. It took like 4 years, and there was 42 states altogether that joined forces. And I was wondering what the hell was up with the other 8 states. They must have got lobbied hard. And so, anyways, I guess the other 8 states were basically, they refused to do
Which
the
one?
settlement. They thought it was
You're not going to get Delaware to agree to that,
No,
because
no.
Delaware?
Sackler family and everything else. I mean, well, listen, at the end of the day, I know exactly where you're going, but I did read, or actually heard, maybe Monday, Tuesday, or late last week, that the judgment for the opioids against Sackler was thrown out of court because the judge feels it's too lenient. And that's a $2.7 billion hit to the family. But in actuality, which is more disgusting to me than anything, they have actually made more money off of this and have become wealthier since they shut down Purdue, since the Sackler family hasn't been involved.
I read that also. I read that too.
And by the way, for nobody really knows this, but that was one of the reasons why I got into cannabis as a business, because I knew that when the opioid crisis broke, that all it takes is one state and every other state will jump on board. And that made me look, and I actually had a lot of conversations with a lot of different people and found that you can get rid of Suboxone if you can manage cannabis. And I started just researching that stuff. And to be honest with you, I was never a pot smoker. It was not my background. And then 16 concussions later, it became medical to replace gabapentin, and I'm much happier.
I don't like gabapentin or Lyrica. I tried them both. I didn't like them.
No,
They worked, kinda, but
you ever try a swift kick to the nuts?
I'd rather have refractive pain than do that. Yeah, I punch myself in my. When I have sciatica, I hit the other leg.
You can come here and we can just tase you.
If I was into, it might change my whole
Get cattle prod.
cattle prods for pain.
No, just for you.
Just hang them on the wall. Put them with everything else that we're going to hang on the wall in here. I can't wait to see. We're going to have some crazy stuff going on here. I'm not sure you're all going to be ready for this because I'm not. So I know you're not going to be ready for this because I'm not.
I just listen. I listen to everybody. I listen to owners of MSOs. I listen to owners of micros, and we went into this and said it's not about what we want; it's about what people want. And the good thing is we've signed. I guess I can say this now. We signed some really good contracts. We signed a contract with a edibles company that is all 100% Belgian chocolate. And I love chocolate, but every one of these chocolate edibles I have suck. They're horrible. These are actually really good because it's made by a guy who's chocolate for the last 30 years.
Chocolatier.
Yeah.
Dawson, what do patients need the most right now up in Maine? I mean,
capsules. I used to sell a lot of capsules, and there's very few people that sell capsules right now, cannabis capsules.
But why can't you just go to a manufacturer?
Oh, I have been. I've been working with my friend Scotty, who owns Up to Camp Edibles, and he's starting to put out a line of cannabis capsules, and so it's real. Yeah, it's a rare thing.
No. I have always believed. I've had this conversation with Lefty. I've always believed that if you do something on a consistent basis, smoke, whatever it is, your body tends to, absorb it in different ways. So I've always said the delivery system is what's going to win this war. And whether that is, when we got into this business, I thought people would be buying millions and millions of joints. Ooh, I was wrong. I thought everything I thought, I got my ass handed to me, flipped upside down, and had to rethink everything. And what we like, by the way, I love Maine. I've spent from the age of 6 to 17 on Lake Webb in Weld, Maine. So I'm also a graduate of the University of New Hampshire. So a lot of time in Maine. The delivery systems are that's really what's gonna win this war. I know of a company that's working on an inhaler. I know that anytime I go to a manufacturer, I hit them with the craziest idea I think I can, and then I look at their reaction. And my little effed up head has so many little things in it that I want to do that everybody that we work with understands that, we want to share information. Nobody grows the best pot in the world. Nobody makes the best brownie. Nobody makes, the best edible, the best this. But if we can all learn from each other, we can all push out a damn good product. and then you have a much better product. Then the guy's not going to want to buy from the dealer down the street or some jackass in a Grumman van. You know, you guys got to remember, as an owner, I go home. Sometimes I pass 2, 3 of these shady marijuana guys on in hot dog trucks. Dude, did I tell you about the place in Queens? Oh, you guys got to hear about this shit. So, in Queens, I give these people crafty at least a 9 out of 10. So, in Queens, they had like a pseudo big box store, and they built a basement in the store, and you had to move a cabinet to go into the weed store in the basement. Yes.
Okay. Speak easy.
Yeah. But in that bust alone, New York took in a ton of money. And if people really want to talk about that, the state of New York turned the power to the municipalities to seize, operate, and seizure. Now, if we could do that in New Jersey, that means that your local town could bust your door down. But then again, you're not getting a lot of black market stuff. Plus, also, I'm 100% for home grow across the country. I think if you can brew your own beer and make your own liquor, why can't you grow a plant?
Let me do introductions here again. We have so many people from different places. Dawson, this is Sue. Sue, this is Dawson. Rob, this is Sue. Sue, this is Rob. And I'm Lefty. And Bill Hawkins might come back on from Nebraska.
I lost my cookie.
And you lost your cookie. You put it behind the building. You put it behind the building.
I've eaten it again.
I think you probably ate it.
I think so too.
We ate Medman's cookies, and they're yummy. They're very strong too.
So,
let me my comments back. Okay, there we go.
Anyone say I'm a jackass?
No, Sue wants me to introduce you to her, so I just did. She says hi. We can't see you. That's the only thing. We don't have a monitor in here, so only I can see you, but Rob can hear you, and you can see him, kinda. And we're in our new studio here at Mad Hatter,
and I don't like it.
We're opening up in 3 weeks.
We're gonna change it,
and we're gonna actually paint the wall.
I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Actually,
what do you mean?
I don't like it. It looks like, to me, we did it to do it, but now we got to do it right. I'm sorry. Just my,
I did mention painting.
Listen, it's Jimmy. You want to piss Jimmy off.
Well, we have the color back here, the bronze. We don't want to mess with that, do we?
Yeah, we can get rid of that now.
Oh.
Yeah, the green pissed him off so much.
Oh, shit.
He goes, that looks fucking stupid.
Well, it looks great on screen, but we can always add another green.
It looks like crap when you walk in. You're like, oh my God, it looks like a green enema.
Let me turn the green screen off so they can see what we're talking about here.
Why don't you show them the wheelchair that's wrapped up like a fucking mummy?
Let me show you what's going on here. You're gonna laugh.
Oh, sorry, I curse a lot. It's one of my bad.
All right, let me turn off the virtual background. All right, this is the green screen. There it is. Oh, can you see it? Yeah. Let me make it bigger.
Yeah, isn't that what she's?
Okay, so there. This is the studio. So this is what they walk into. Now they have this beautiful dispensary, and then they walk into here, and it's like, wah, wah, wah. It looks cool, but the walls don't match, and I get it.
Yeah, but look, I put up those damn windows. You know the argument I got in for those fucking windows?
You should see. I'm gonna show you the windows in a minute.
I mean, literally, me and Jim, $100 for these fucking. We're gonna end up fucking throwing them out. Blah. Now he's like, "Oh my God, that was a great idea I came up with." But no, talk about home grow and stuff. I'm all for home grow. About 2 years ago, I met a guy, and he was a horticultural person, He had a very large YouTube following of just home grow. And I said to him, I said, well, what do you need me for? You're sitting on a gold mine already. And he said, well, what do you mean? I says, well, you can sell pods. You can sell grow pods of seeds. You're not breaking a law. Okay. It's a seed. Okay. That's not the issue. The issue is, at least from my research, home grow, you guys put in a lot of money, a lot of time, and your success rate is like 15%, you know? And it's not you guys in general that I'm talking about. I'm talking about people who, it's not that much. And as an owner, I would love to sell machines. I would love to support that stuff, because I can tell you, they make it really easy to grow weed on TV. It is not easy. It's tough.
Dawson, why is the Maine cannabis so good? Maine has great cannabis. Is it because caregivers started the industry in Maine? I'm not hearing you very well. Can you check your connection? You're in a bad spot, maybe. Bring up.
Andrew's going to be here soon, so
Andrew.
yeah, we can punish him. Have you ever met Andrew? Yeah, you have. No, you haven't.
No, I never met Andrew.
Oh, you've never met our third partner?
You have a third partner named Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's interview him.
He just, how do I say this? You can't comment on his height. He's got a Napoleon complex.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm 5'7", so we'll get along fine.
You're tall.
I'm tall.
Yeah. Why do you think I don't bring him out? I don't want to carry him in a rucksack. I had that with my kids. I had my daughter in the back and my son in the front. Was like a complete asshole holding the guy's coffee.
Oh,
Middle of Manhattan. Oh, don't I look cool? And then my back goes out and you're like Uber home.
my back is out.
You see, that's where weed is good.
Especially that edible. I need that edible right now.
See, I use BioFreeze like when I pull a thing. I've always said, why can't we just do that with cannabis?
Yeah.
But you know what the problem would be? Some jackass would put it in a face mask and call it a Scooby gear. Okay. And then they'd be like, you see, it's not being used the right way.
They're abusing it.
Yeah. God forbid. The last time I checked, this was something I was thinking about. Everyone wants to be a little bit more proactive, legalization, this, that, and the other thing. I look at it really simply. How many people die of alcohol a year? And to my knowledge, and I could be wrong, I think there's only been a handful of people, that have died of cannabis overdose. So, that's the way I always look at it. How many deaths happen from alcohol in the state? How much does the state have to put out to, rehab programs? What's that rehab program usually based off of? Alcohol.
488 deaths per day.
Yeah. So, I mean, you look at it like something like that. But I will say, being in this business on the retail side for 2 years and now opening next month, we have plans of looking at things from an extremely different perspective. Cannabis is great smoking, but you know what? Smoking has always had this bad kick to it, and the vaping has a bad kick to it. So I like seeing it in food, I don't understand why they can't do that show Chop Stoned. They could call it Chop Fucked.
That's a good idea.
I told you I wasn't a good idea for this.
Good.
I told you, ruin your career.
A cooking show with weed. Only
They
weed.
have it. No, they have it, dude. I want that guy, the Indian guy from Vice Network.
Yes.
Yes,
he's good.
he has a good cooking show, But yeah, that is something that I'm really interested in that stuff, and the sports medicine side of it. Whoops. I don't know. What else are we supposed to talk about?
Dawson, can you hear us? Can you speak? Can we hear you?
Trying to tell you now.
Yeah, you're very broken up, man. You sounded better before.
Wait. It's almost like directing the antenna.
Yeah, put your left hand up and your right hand out and your left leg up.
Hey, you know what I learned?
I'll send you my tinfoil hat. Try that.
You know what I learned yesterday in my ever thirst for knowledge? Do you know that the Electric Boogaloo?
Hey.
Do you know that song's about a vibrator?
Oh, God. Electric Boogaloo is about...
Go look at the lyrics. I shit you not.
I think we hear you now, Julie. Dawson, I think we hear you. I thought we heard you. Yellow.
Blue.
Yellow. Yellow. There is a little echo in here. I see what you mean. A little bit.
I can't tell.
A little
anything.
bit. A little bit here.
Really?
A little bit.
I think it's because you're wearing headphones.
It's not that bad.
I haven't farted once. I'm waiting for that to happen.
Please don't.
Why the air conditioning's on?
I don't want to smell the inside of your anus.
Well, the funniest thing is like if we had wireless headphones, we could run outside.
I could take my phone and join the podcast outside.
I'm just saying, these are things I should be, we should be thinking about. Let me ask you guys a question. You guys are out there. Okay, what do you think about what we've done? What do you guys think about putting a platform for cannabis in a dispensary? We have yet to see anybody do it, but I really want to know how you guys feel about it. Just remember, Lefty, this whole idea now hinges on your listeners.
They're not listening very well.
At least they can fucking see each other. I'm just looking at you.
Yeah, at least I can see them.
I'm telling you, that joke thing would be great.
The joke thing is great. I like the joke thing.
Yeah, but I can't do that.
We need to incorporate it into the game. We need to make this game happen.
The game of what? You're going to fucking therapy?
It's going to be a crazy game. Anything goes. We'll have dice. We'll have cards.
What are you talking about? You have to. There's rules.
Yeah, and we need rules. Has to be rules. Dice, and you go out. There's 10 spaces. We'll make 10 spaces on each crosswalk. And maybe it might be 12. I don't know.
This guy's taking up a few.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Hey,
I'm rolling a fat blunt. That's all I know right now. I'm rolling a fat blunt. Life is good.
not to be consumed on the premise.
No, we must go outside.
Oh, see, no. Show them that. Show them exactly what you have in your hand right now. Show them. No. Show them that. Okay, so this. I'll give you a prime example.
Mad Hatter Dispensary.
No. This is even bigger. This guy who invented this hunted me down at a conference in Atlantic City And I got to tell you, this kid was probably 21. He had a great idea. If I recall, and this is so bad, if I recall, they still had the price tags on the suits, not knowing I had shorts on and a t-shirt, which I felt bad about. But this kid came to me, and I tried to help him out. And if this guy was another reason why I like going to the shows. A young guy who says, you know what, I can make a better product. And I've said this to you, Lefty. Who am I most scared of?
The guy in his garage. The guy in his garage doing stuff that nobody else is doing.
And I'm afraid of you guys because the strains that you guys are talking about, I hopefully can carry in the store. You know, this business, I look at it like being a bakery. If you don't got good cookies, okay, and I hate cookies. If you don't have good things, people aren't going to come back. So we have to keep giving out the best products that we can. And I've talked about doing a lot of different things, and a lot of the people that are going to be working for us, I always say nobody woke up this morning and wanted to retire a bud tender. It's not that everybody else in this business has another passion. So if you're a graphic designer or you're like Lefty, I met Lefty and I said, hey, you want to be on a podcast in my dispensary? He looked at me and said, yeah, go fuck yourself. And he thought I was kidding, i.e. about a year and a half later.
10 months.
10 months? Is it 10 months?
10 months. Who's counting?
God, what are you counting? I can't fucking believe you were counting. So it's been 10 months. Hey, wait, I got to tell you, that's not so bad.
No, it's pretty good.
This whole journey has been 2 years. It's not what I'll discuss, but it's been a journey of Jesus. Mountains have been climbed, and we have lost people during it. But you know what? You guys wanted a dispensary. We want to give you a good dispensary, and we trudged through it. What'd I do wrong now?
Oh, here we go. Dawson.
Yeah.
There we go, Dawson.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, I hear you.
I tried. It works now, I think.
Yeah, I hear you much better.
Cool.
My question to you was, what do patients need the most? Oh, no, my question to you was, why does Maine have the best weed on the East Coast? Is it because of the caregivers that started the program? Because it seems like it's the caregivers.
Well, let me put it this way. This is what I think. I grew up in Maine all my life, and I'm 53 years old now. And so when I was growing up in high school and stuff, there was a lot of hippies that lived in rural Maine, and they grew all cannabis themselves. And it was a lot of it going on in Maine. And so throughout the years, they just got better and better. And so that's what I think happened. A lot of it has to do with that.
I also think you guys have great soil. You have great, forestry and everything else is great soil. Your grow window is small, but I can tell you, the stuff I've smoked from Maine has always been good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The best.
But I think it's like, if you smoke weed from the Salinas Valley versus smoking weed that's grown in Maine, it's like trying to get a New York bagel in Des Moines, Iowa. It's not but I think that's once again, that's part of the creativity of this whole thing. Is Maine does things differently. We do things in Jersey differently. They do things differently in Nebraska. And that's why I'll say there should be no cross border whatsoever. It should be controlled by the states because it gives the states an identity. And if a state doesn't want to be involved, fine, go be it. You remember when you couldn't buy Coors outside of Colorado? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't buy, and you still
Right.
can't, but you still can't. And I shouldn't be saying this, by the way, 4 years, like 2 weeks ago. So, but you can't buy banquet Coors except in Colorado.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just a humbling point after a cookie.
Yeah, I just realized that thing kicked in. It really kicked in good. Oh, we lost Dawson again.
You tell him I gave you an ice cream cooler.
Yeah, we have an ice cream cooler for outside for our stuff.
Lefty's wheels.
There's Dawson. We got him back. There he comes. There he is. Hello.
Yeah. Something's going on with my connection. I don't know. It's going on and off.
Yeah, but we like the caregivers in Maine. They seem to know what they're doing because anytime I get weed from Maine, it's always good.
Yeah, that's
Always.
how I learned from a hippie that went to Woodstock, and he used to grow every year. And I learned all the stuff from him, and I grew organically, and he used to grow in a patch of raspberries, and the raspberries worked as camouflage, and the weed was wicked good. He was a master, and I learned from him, and I think a lot of other people learn from people like that. I like to think, anyways. I think that has a lot to do with what's going on in cannabis in Maine. Hopefully.
Did I ever ask you when was the first time you smoked weed?
It was when I was 12 years old. Well, I was 12, almost 13.
And is there a story behind it?
Well, not really. I was just with a couple friends, and we were out in the woods, and we got this bright idea that somebody's brother had a cannabis cigarette, and we were gonna smoke it, and that's what we did. It was pretty cool. But ever since then, I've been a big fan of cannabis.
So you got stoned the first time you smoked it.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was all about it. It was like cents a million was big back in those days, and uh, I used to be able to get good, real lamb's breath back in those days, and it was really good. Lamb's breath is like no other strain. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's the real deal. That's a landrace strain,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's basically a sativa, and its origin is Jamaica. It's one of Bob Marley's favorite strains.
What I'm going to try to do is take this phone outside. Let's see. How are we going to do this? Do I have StreamYard here? Let me join StreamYard. Hold on. Right here. Okay. All right. Entering studio. Smoke break. This will be our smoke break. Turn this down. Add to stage. Okay. Take my joint outside. I got a lighter somewhere. Uh-oh, where's my lighter? So this is the dispensary. It's still setting up, but that's our window. You can see into the studio. And these are huge, huge cases. And POS systems are here. Very cool. I think they have the other partner coming in, so hold on. Okay, we're back. So yeah, happy 7/10, everyone. I think we had a successful day. We had a lot of states taking part. The State House was amazing today. We had a bunch of people coming out there. It was good stuff. Great seeing Tony from California. That was amazing seeing Tony. True. Great day. Great Cannabis Patient Awareness Day. We have our list here. We do this every time. First, I want to thank CMMNJ, Mad Hatter Dispensary, Cannasense, UFCW, Jackson Storm, Smoking Monkey, Arlo Glass, OprahMachine.com, and SativaCross.org, where you can donate. On the pages on SativaCross.org, there's a donate button. Just hit that donate button. You can help us out. Donate to Sativa Cross to help us with wheelchair accessibility issues, home grow, help us complete our mission. And our mission is to be helpful, not hurtful, and put the last first. Work on wheelchair access to all dispensaries. Didn't think that was a thing, but it is a thing. I didn't think police stations not having wheelchair access was a thing, but apparently we have police stations without access. We have dispensaries without wheelchair access. We have pharmacies without wheelchair access. We have post offices without wheelchair access. Well, I don't get it. But our list begins with Cheryl Miller. Jim was on before, and that's Jim's wife, Jim's late wife, Cheryl. And the reason why Jim still does this at his age, when he should be home relaxing, smoking a joint, because a promise he made to Cheryl that if it's something that she would do, he would do it. And unfortunately, we're still out here fighting. We're still at the State House fighting it after 10 years. And yeah, I am tired. I am as tired as Jim. But I'm going to be out there all year in this horrible pain that I'm in. And we really need more support from the rest of you all out there. It'd be great if you all came out there and supported, because it's tough, man. There's only a few of us out here, and we really need more people. We need the next generation to take part. They're giving me the finger, and it's not. Yeah, that's highly inappropriate. Highly inappropriate, giving us the finger. Can't see what they're doing. I have the other camera, but I'm not set up. So we're gonna end the show with the list here. So Cheryl is number 1 on our list. She's ground zero for patients in New Jersey. We wouldn't have gotten as far as we had without Cheryl fighting for our rights. Sabina Rose was a 15-month-old baby, had a 25-hour seizure. How do you have a 25-hour seizure? I can't imagine a 5-minute seizure. Diane, Gracie, Cindy Mae, Marie, Jack, Joan, Randy, Polly, Bill, Chad, Jeremy, Colette, Matt, Troy, Russ, Roger, Jay, Ella, Hattie, Jackie, Anthony, Jake, Armando, Felicia, Lynn, Dan, Sean, Joyce, Lori, Frank, Brian, Flo, Carl, Thorne, Frank, Lorraine, Terry, Charlotte, Cher, Jaybird, Michael, Marley, Colette, Brendan, Red, Rico, Lulu, Becky, Lawanda, Chip, Paul, Lisa, Marcus, Gary, and Jeff. That's our list. That's why we're here. Why we still do this? Because the suffering I've seen, I shouldn't have to see it. No one should have to see it. No one should have to feel it. I'm feeling it. I shouldn't have to be in pain. I should be able to grow my own medicine. I shouldn't have to spend all my money on cannabis. I just turned 56. I'm over 55, so I get AARP. So I get a lot of discounts on stuff. How come we can't get discounts for weed? I can't afford it. They take care of old people. Well, take care of me. I can't afford it. I'm disabled and I'm old now. I'm 56. I do the AARP now. Where's my discount for weed and AARP? I need that. Well, thank you all for taking part in Cannabis Patient Awareness Day. It was a fun day, and it was hopefully you learned a lot. I learned a few things today, as well. And there he is. Don't make faces. I'm ending the show now.
I'll be in there in a little while.
Hey man, how you doing? No, I'm gonna end the show. I'm done. I'm gonna go home. I need to eat. I ate, but they were edibles. So now I need to eat real food. So let's do that. Let's go have some real food. All right, everybody. You all have a great day, and we'll see you. I'm coming. All right. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady in the glow. They were staunch to the end against odds uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them.
on, I'm gonna get mine. Go through the crime, if you can't do the time, don't tell me how you're off and down. When you're smiling in my face, but you play me like a clown, and you fool bitch. So just step back, I'm mad that when I come down straight, I thought you were my piece, but you play me out. Now I'm mad as hell, and I'm full of doubt. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. Who you wanna roll with? Who you wanna roll with? Lefty, let's roll. I'm back on the scene, it's time to get mean. I'm a lean revolution machine. For what people stay, they sway. For today is good as any day. Y'all feel slightly this, let's resist. Raise your fist and pump like this. Promises over the top. Don't cross the line, and you know it's mine.